So I want to show you just a sample essay for comparison contrast, and the topic is on the evolution of bullying, and it was developed using the block method. So you can Google that method. It's probably one of the easiest ones to do because you are limiting a discussion of one of your subjects per paragraph. So there's less transitions. It's really a great starter one, but let me go over some of the elements. So in any paragraph or any essay that requires an introductory paragraph, you need three things. You need a hook, you need a thesis, and you need background information. But the background information for comparison contrast is very specific. In the background, which is 2 and 3, you're going to tell us about your subjects. So the subjects here are bullying today, and they're going to talk about physical bullying, which used to happen yesterday versus today's social media type of bullying. So you're looking at two subjects, what's going on today in bullying, what went on yesterday. And then you have to say whether it's a comparison or a contrast. Then you're going to put your thesis in. So let's go over just some of these points. So here is your hook. So a hook is something that is really interesting and it's going to pull your reader in. And this particular author decided to write a hook that went back to this older saying of sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. And that is catchy, and I really liked it because I did instantly reflect back to all the incidences of bullying when I was a kid and what went on. But again, they do a little bit more than that. So they talk about what was bullying back in the day, okay, versus what is bullying nowadays. And so when you're back in the day, kids would tease you at school. And sometimes parents would just say, let it roll off your shoulders, because it was really just kids pointing out inequities between other kids, but usually it got broken up once lunchtime was over or recess time was over, and you went home and you didn't think about it again. But now bullying is much more pervasive because it's behind a digital screen. There's possibilities to be able to bully like across the continent if you chose to. So they gave a little bit of background on both. Then they go into your thesis statement, which talks about the fact that there's a contrast. So there's a transformation of bullying. What it was like then, what it's like now. Okay? So they also talk about what it was like then, that it was really just judgment and hate, which certainly is not good. But today, it's actually a lot worse because it's creeping into our beds with our computer screens and our cell phones, and you really can't get away from it. And there's lots of effects. So again, hook, background information that names the subjects and describes either the comparison or the contrast. Then you're going to put your thesis in. Then they move into a block formatting to discuss the very first paragraph. So the very first paragraph should be a discussion of subject A, which is physical bullying of long ago. And they go ahead and they give lots of examples. And everything in yellow is devoted to yesterday's bullying, physical bullying. And they gave a specific definition of what bullying was like. It was the weak kids being picked on by the stronger kids. It was stealing lunch money. It was cramming actual people into lockers or tripping them. And they gave lots of examples of what used to go on in the movies. So Christmas Story has bullying, Back to the Future has bullying, but they also noted, and you could see it in bold, research has begun to find that physical bullying in schools is on the decline. So it's not as prevalent as it was because we do have more rules, we do have more restrictions, we have a no tolerance policy in school, but they're starting to transition to their second subject, which is social media bullying. And they say that in the last sentence. These statistics do not cover the new types of ways bullies are discovering ways to impose mental anguish on people. From that point, you're going to talk about your second subject, which is emotionally charged, social media driven bullying. And they do a whole paragraph just on emotional bullying. And they put examples in there of how 94% of kids go online every single day. And out of that 94%, 71% of us report using more than one social media network site, which means there's more opportunities for you to be bullied if you're across more platforms. So then they talk about the types of bullying. So it used to be, again, the physical, and now it's much more emotional. It's much more pervasive. You can't get away from it as a young adult or a younger kid. Then they kind of combine. It's interesting on the third paragraph. They talk about the effects of both types of bullying. So physical bullying in the past was very dangerous, and there were tons of kids that had lifetime scars. Social media bullying is far worse because it doesn't just infiltrate an hour of your day, it infiltrates your whole being and into the night and anytime you pick up your phone. But regardless of the type of bullying, the effects of bullying are consistent. That research shows kids who are bullied experience anxiety, depression, loneliness, unhappiness, and poor sleep. So they give a little bit of information. So remember when I said, when you looked at this sample paragraph in the module, I said this was a passing paragraph. And what I would take off from this, if I were to look at it, is the fact that tree is not built in there. So for every single paragraph, you need a topic sentence. That's going to tell you what we're talking about. You should give 3 reasons of physical bullying, 3 reasons for cyberbullying, and then you're going to explain them. So what does it mean to be cyberbullied? You said there's 3 different ways people can cyberbully you, but you have to explain it to someone who doesn't know. So remember, these things are, this R is 3 or more, which means examples are 3 or more. And then you're going to get to your ending. And the ending is fairly the same whether you're writing a paragraph or whether you're writing a full essay. What you're going to do is you're restating your topic sentence or restating your thesis. And you're going to summarize all of the issues that you discussed because you want your reader to remember how important they were. And then oftentimes in a compare-contrast problem type of essay, you're also offering a solution. So we know it's a problem. Kids have been bullied forever. It's getting worse because there's new ways to bully, but you have to offer some kind of solution too, just to show that you've done your homework. Okay? And they said in a very simple sentence that with the growing use of internet, there needs to be enforcement of courtesy and kindness amongst users. So it doesn't have to be an award-winning solution. It can be just a simple conclusion like, this is the problem, what can we do about it? And then be sure if you're going to take any statistics or any numbers or copy anything, you're going to want to put things in quotes and build a works cited page. So that's what a compare-contrast essay looks like for English 101. I hope that you will take it above and beyond the passing level and add in your tree, add in your topic sentences, and provide at least 3 reasons and examples for each of the subjects that you're discussing, and then have a really strong conclusion in the end. So let me know, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them. Look at this particular essay, compare it to the essay that you're writing on personal freedoms, and then let me know if you have any questions. This should help you at least kind of get a visual idea of how it should be laid out. So I'm sorry about the screen recording. We'll try it again because I absolutely love Zoom, and I think when we get the technology bugs worked out, you guys are going to like it too because we can jump on and chat, and you can show me anything at any time. So stay tuned for that, but for now, here is a sample video of what a compare-contrast essay looks like.